What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Yeah, who's ready to swing it around and split it in? Who's ready to flip it up and smack it down?
Swing it around and split it in sounds so gross, dude.
Who's ready to turn it up and spike it through?
Yeah, who's ready to eat a meal and wait a couple hours to shit it out? Huh?
Who's ready to swim and eat at the same time and die?
Yeah. Who's ready to put a fucking gun in their mouth? Huh? Let's do this.
Who's ready, but just for fun, like a fun gun.
An empty gun. Yeah.
And guns don't kill people, but if you put one in your mouth and let it know you love it, it'll be nice to you.
Yeah, totally. It's not the gun's fault you're dead. Don't blame my gun, you know? What if that was the thing with gun owners where they didn't care that you were trying to take the gun away, but they did care that you were being mean to the gun?
Hey.
Guns are my friend, man. Like PETA is with animals.
Yeah.
Like they don't actually have actual thoughts on animal rights. They're just like, this is my main beef with PETA, by the way. I just am so pro animal rights. Yeah. But I'm very anti the idea that a chicken is a person. I don't think that's true. Call me crazy, but I don't think squirrels are a friend of mine. We don't hang out, you know? They're just trying to... I'm not like a fucking lunatic.
Not friends with any squirrels.
Absolutely not. They beat my ass in high school.
Well, I think about this. When I get out of the shower and there's a cat in the house, I don't cover up. You know what I mean? Because they're not a person. They're not.
Totally.
Even though I'm 10 times bigger than them, they're not afraid of me naked. You know?
Which so is wild.
Right. And I realize that's the only reason any of us are covering up when we come out of the shower, because we're scary naked to people.
Right. And you want to fear. You don't want them to be afraid of you. Wow, that's a good point.
But
if something is too dumb to be afraid of your naked body, then it's not a person.
But it's also, they're not like, we're dumb for being like, why? What's so scary? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But if I see a naked man, I'm afraid for myself. Yeah. I'm like, what's this naked guy about to do? And
that's what that show Naked and Afraid is. It's about when you see a naked man in a movie and you get scared. Because they're naked and I'm afraid. Yeah. Naked and I'm afraid is the.
They could have just called that show Naked. I'm afraid when I'm naked. Other people are afraid to see me naked.
I think a way better name for that show is This Fucking Sucks. Fuck this. What happens to that show? I've never actually seen it. Is it like you're in the woods and you have to be naked?
I think they just like let you. It's a consensual kidnapping where they just take all your shit and take your clothes off and throw you in the woods and film it, and you go, great.
Right.
It's like, what?
That's exactly what I thought it was too. Yeah. And I'm going to read the Wikipedia about it. Discovery Channel takes the ubiquitous survival show theme to the next level by stripping it to its bare essentials. Why does the Wikipedia article have the fucking tagline as the first thing? Naked and afraid, complete strangers, usually a man and a woman, meet in a unique way. They're stranded in a dangerous, desolate location without food or water, and they're naked. That's actually it. I wasn't wrong at all.
I guess so. I don't know.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't know why I don't want to watch that.
No.
And also, you don't get to see them naked. It's blurred, naked, blurred, and pretend is that show. Fuck that.
Yeah, blurry and pretend.
Blurred and pretend. I don't want to watch that
shit. Pretend. Man, yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't like blur, and I don't like fakeness. You know what I mean?
No, and I don't like Wikipedia articles that sound like they were written by who it's about. I don't like that. Absolutely. Ooh, it's an incendiary show. You should really watch it. It came out. It's like some comedians, I swear, are writing their own Wikipedias. I've looked at them. And it says he did really good in college, and he's a nice young man. Was it his mom or him? Someone. This wasn't written by him.
Dude, I know, guaranteed. I don't think they write their own ones, but I think their manager or agent does. I think that's like a thing. I don't know. I don't have a Wikipedia page, so I don't know. But I think that
make Dave a Wikipedia page. If you're listening and you like Dave, make one for this pot. Really, and get your sources. You got to cite your sources. You need a bibliography. And we'll help you out. Well, I'll send you a source. My mom will talk about me all day.
Man, that's so funny to ask for your own Wikipedia page.
Yeah, make us a Wikipedia.
What the fuck? Y'all, I don't know why I feel good, but I feel like run down today. I'm not in the mood to go fast or do any work. And so this is
a front porch episode. We're just rocking away in a rocking chair.
We got lemonade.
This is an acoustic. I know that we got an acoustic episode right here.
Yeah, this is what's it called? Unplugged in New York. This is not recorded, and the Meat Puppets are going to be here in a minute, and we're gonna do a conversational versions of Meat Puppet songs. So when it steers from a conversation you can understand what we're saying to us just saying nouns like cliff and ape and stuff, where we're just like wearily sitting on a bench eating food with my long hair or whatever. Have you ever heard Meat Puppet songs?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dave, but it sounds like a good time.
They sound, the Meat Puppets are a band that I like a lot, but it sounds like they found a guitar in a cave and then they never left. It's just like, it's seriously just like, it sounds like the songs were written by a creek. But like a sad creek, like a creek
like it was written by a creek. Oh, that's funny. Man. Who is it has that bit about Pink Floyd sounds like someone, they'll have a good song and then 5 minutes of it is just a clown making its bed?
Oh shit, who the fuck does have that joke? That's such a it's Chris Lock. Chris Lock has that joke.
Yes. Like a clown making his bed.
Hello. Is there anybody in there? Come on, man, speed it up.
God, that's so funny.
God, we should. We talked about how Ever Maynard hit us up about doing the show. We're gonna have Ever on soon, and I think the very next comedian we should have on is Chris Lock. He's
funniest guy in the world,
funniest guy on earth, dude. Have you ever seen his joke about how the brain is the most complicated thing in the history of the universe, and we still don't understand it? And now that he has kids, he has realized that he can make one of those brains with his own cum. It doesn't make any sense to him at all. Here's another one. Oh my God, that guy's so funny.
It's so funny too that we figured out the brain's the most complicated thing with our brain. So it's sort of self-serving, like, hey, you know what's the shit? What I'm thinking with. Well, okay, great.
Right. That's a good point. I don't understand the thing I'm using to say this.
Right.
Is very interesting. Yeah.
Well, it's like maybe a few of them are. I don't think a lot of them are that complicated. I don't think so. I think most brains are less complicated than a new TV. A new TV, you know, you got to turn on the sound and then the TV, and then you got to turn on. You have 8 remotes. My brain's just on.
It is an interesting thing, isn't it? Like they're like, well, we only use 5% of our brain, and it's like, well, that's how big my brain is. Then I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that the other 95% is included in the mass of my brain. Well, we only use the rest of it. Well, that's not there. Then I don't agree that that's there.
Also, well, how'd you figure that out? With what part of your brain did you know?
I will say that this conversation is why comedians are useless. And you should never say that we're truth tellers or that what we do matters.
How can I tell the truth? What are the odds I'm right? What are the odds that I know the truth even?
Man. Oh, dude, by the way, I was thinking, do you remember last week we had a conversation that was about modern comedy and we for a second talked about Joe Rogan, and there was a certain element of it. We were like, yeah, Rogan, what is that show? It's crazy how big he is. He's not so bad though, maybe. And then
he immediately went out. Went out and said the dumbest thing in the world.
We recorded on a Monday, and so And then it came out. I don't know. I was just thinking about that today because we're recording today, this episode today, the day our last week's episode came out. Right, and so we recorded that one a week ago. And I was just thinking about how, wow. Yeah. The episode that came out today, we said, yeah, he's not so bad. And for a week now, he has been the guy who said vaccines don't do anything.
Yeah. And he's getting one.
I know.
But he's 100.
My only point is don't listen to any of us.
Don't listen. No. He also has the same defense I have when I'm wrong. Because when they go, hey, like he was like in 800 articles in every newspaper because he said, if you're young and healthy, you don't need it. And then they go, what do you think about that, Joe? And he goes, I don't agree with that. And they're like, you said it. And he's like, I don't know what I say. What, do you think I know everything I say? I don't agree with that. And they're like, you don't agree with yourself? And he goes, yeah. What do you think? I got to stand by what I say? I wasn't right. He's like mad that people believe him. He's like, well, who told you to download this? I'm like, oh, he is a comedian. He's just like us. I go, I don't know what I said. I don't remember saying nothing.
In the defense of that, I'll say like, we are just trying to make podcasts and be funny. When your number one priority is being funny, though, I'd argue that his isn't, because his podcast is like he brings someone on and he's like, all right, you have 4 hours to say every English word or whatever. And he's just like, oh, totally. I also believe that pills make you a dinosaur or whatever fucking stupid shit they say on that show that week. I'm sorry. I don't like this whole thing about like, I'm so tired of of comedians being considered truth tellers, right? And like getting people to say the honest thing. It's such bullshit, man.
No, it is. It's also Mark Maron. I love that how often we can just talk shit about other podcasts. Mark Maron. This guy.
Yeah.
Truth teller. It's not even telling the truth. His main thing is like, are you mad at me? Yeah. No, I'm not mad at you. Well, do you think Lorne Michaels is mad at me? I don't know what. No, I don't know anything, Mark. Do you think
we do a fair amount of talking shit on famous podcasts here? What else is there to do?
Who else do we talk shit about?
Yeah, let's pick some other big. The
Dak
Daily
Shepard.
Man. I heard this guy, Dak Shepard. Yeah. That Michael Barbaro guy, he needs to shut the fuck up, huh? Only talking about one story a day. I'll give you one story a day, and it's called My Fist. I'm so mad at Michael Barbaro.
Michael Barbaro.
Yo, I'm calling out Michael Barbaro right now, man.
Nate Silver. Hey, Nate Silver. What? How about? Is this a good use of polling when I shove a pole in your ass? How about that, Nate Silver?
Yeah, hey. Man. Yeah. Hey, listen, guys, I got some stuff you should know. Okay.
Hey, your favorite murder is about to be me because your podcast is over.
Man, dude, let me tell you about my favorite murder. No one ever asked me what my favorite fucking murder is, huh? Dude.
Springsteen and Obama. Hey, I like you both.
That's great, dude. A podcast that only exists to talk shit on other podcasts. We haven't renamed our own podcast in a long time. You know, we should do that this week. Yeah, dude. I don't know. The complaint department.
The complaint department.
And it's just
the Adjustment Bureau. How about the Adjustment Bureau?
The Adjustment Bureau.
Or how about
that's the informant?
We'll be there's come town. We could become country.
Ooh, wow!
Come planet.
Yeah, come planet. Hell yeah, come universe. Right. More come. More less talk. More come. That's what people would chant in the crowd at our shows, and we're like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" They're like, "Shut up." Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like people just listen to us because we let them tell us to shut up. I still, dude, calling your own podcast "Shut the Fuck Up" is so funny.
I do think that's good. That's our new name. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, we'll get a new theme song.
All podcasts are bad. That's the name of our podcast.
They sure are. I don't know what I'm putting them on for.
Seriously, man.
If there weren't clothes to fold, if people didn't have to fold their own clothes, I don't think there would be any podcast. I don't know what else to do.
That's clothes, so funny.
I got to listen to people talk.
It's folding clothes, doing dishes, and driving to work. Otherwise, there would only be music and movies.
Right.
And you can quote me on that. And once again, I can't say this enough times. Do not ever listen to anything anyone says who is talking.
No. Everyone you're hearing talk is just a person, and people don't know anything. So,
right.
Just give it a rest, you know?
That expert you're listening to who knows a lot about that subject, they only use 3% of their brain. What a dumbass.
What a piece of shit. Somebody tried to explain string theory to me in a car ride in Colorado. And then at the end, I look it up, and the scientists go, yeah, that's what it is, but we don't know if that's real. And it's like, what, you spent all this time? Yeah, it's really hard. It's like, well, what do we do? Why did you tell me about it?
I don't want to hear about string theory unless it's that's the the restaurant where I'm ordering spaghetti. I don't know what I was trying. You know when you're trying to think of a dumb joke, but then it's so dumb it's just bad.
Those make me laugh more.
I know, that's true.
That's my favorite thing about my favorite sitcoms. I love, like, in The Office when it's a very bad joke. Writing a character telling a really bad joke, or in Seinfeld when George says something that's just really not funny. It's funny to me. I love bad jokes as much as good jokes.
I guess I do too. I definitely do. I'm an anti-comedy fan.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, the best example of that is Norm Macdonald at the roast of Bob Saget.
Oh yeah, it's the funniest thing in the world.
It's the funniest thing in the world.
Is that something on his mind when he wears a hat?
Yeah. It's it's the funniest, and it's what we're talking about. They are not funny things he's saying.
Right.
Yeah, that guy's
that also makes me think maybe I do use 5% of my brain, because I can't tell the difference between funny jokes and bad ones. Where I'm like, I like good jokes and bad jokes. It's like, do I even have a sense of humor? Like, then what is good?
I mean, this is also sort of the root of the problem that we've all been facing the past 4 years, ever since we realized that you could just write fake news articles. Like, as much as Trump is a piece of shit and his way of using the term fake news is very annoying, there were also a lot of fake news articles written, and no one knows the difference. We don't know. There's no way of telling. I mean, really, the smartest thing on earth is to create a website called like the New York News Times, and I'll see that NewYorkNewsTimes.com, and I'll be like, hell yeah, I'll believe that. Yeah. All right. What do the New York News Times have to say about what's happening in Syria? Top headline, Syria doesn't exist. And I'm like, wow, that's new.
Here's what I think. And I think that our generation and maybe Generation Z, here's what you do. What you get your news from needs to be in cursive, okay? The top of that website needs to be cursive. If it's just block letters, it's bullshit.
Oh, you're saying the logo, it needs to be a font. Yes.
And if there's a bird, it's a bird, and it's called Patriot Fuck. Liberal pussy repellent. And you're like, what? That can't be a good source. It needs to be in cursive. Not even that the New York Times is so great, but at least their title's in cursive. It's got the name. It seems like it's real. I don't know. They're wrong a lot, but at least it's something. It's
also, they shouldn't. I feel like a news source, at least for me, is more credible if it doesn't jerk itself off about how it's done. You know what I mean? Like, Vice is just like, what's up? We're disrupting the idea of news. Everybody who works here sits on the floor. Nobody's nice. It's just like, what are you talking about? Yeah, we're a fucking startup. It's awesome, dude. Our fridge costs more than everybody's computer. Everybody here drinks.
Anyone in with clean clothes. All of the reporters have one shirt that they share.
Yeah. Everybody who works here is 21. They don't ever do their own laundry. They haven't gotten a haircut. They smell like shit, and they have absolutely no concept of what it is to be afraid. That's like what Vice is. Vice, and also the fucking conservative equivalents, what are Breitbart and shit. Everybody who works there is just like, all right, everybody here is a baby, and they're gonna walk into the DMZ while high and just see what happens.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, what's up? I'm stoned as shit. Stupid. I'm at a white power rally. It's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Hey, me and this Nazi are about to shotgun 10 beers apiece. And then I'm going to I'm going to lose my story. We're going to roll a blunt with the notes I took. And I didn't go. I didn't go and I didn't write it. So
that's also a thing. We have friends who do that. It's just like a comedian. Hey, what's up? I'm at this Trump rally, and I'm just gonna ask everybody if they'll suck my fucking dick. All right, here we go. And honestly, that's pretty fun. That I enjoy.
I'm like, are we in Antifa? Something about this doesn't feel right.
Oh, man.
This doesn't feel good. What a cold open. That's the best cold open we ever had.
We did it. Welcome to What's It Called? I'm Dave Ross.
I am too. I'm Caleb Sinan.
I am too.
What's It Called? We'll rename shit. We rename famous shit. We'll rename you. We got Patreon now. We'll rename your cat, your dog. If you're dead, we'll bring you to life. We'll name your dad again. If you don't like him, you want to rename your house. We've renamed people's wounds.
We have renamed people's wounds. That's true.
That's right.
So we have been lagging on renaming the things that you've emailed us, but we're gonna do some of that this week because we're fucking lagging, dude, and that's not fair. No, that's not cool. So email us, what the hell is it called, at gmail.com, and we will fucking rename whatever you like, whether it's your dog, your baby, your house, if you have a new business, if you need a name for your car, or just you want to have fun with us and you want to come up with a random thing to fucking name. That sounds dope. What the hell is it called at gmail.com. Also, our website is what's it called rodeo. And on there are links to all the places you can listen to us and our YouTube page if you want to watch video episodes.
These videos are good. These are good videos. You get to see Brent's cat. Pussycat is in my lap right now, and he's cute as a bunny's nose. So, you gotta get on. You got to get on this YouTube.
And there's a link to our Patreon. Caleb was right. We said it last week while we were recording. We decided inside the recording session to open it. And we already have a few subscribers, even though we hadn't put a bonus episode up yet. But there is a bonus episode up now as of this recording being released.
And it's the best thing we've ever recorded by a lot. So get on this Patreon, give us all your money. And we love you. Hit us up. Come see us live. Get your second dose. I got my shot. It felt good.
How long ago did you get your first dose?
Well, there's a cat in my lap, and my card is on the counter. So I'll have to go wait till we're done recording.
But it was like a week ago, right? It was like
week and a half, something like that. It's been a while. It doesn't hurt anymore. I feel strong. I feel like powerful.
Oh, good.
I got 100,000 cell phones in my blood. I'm like, I can see through time. Coffee doesn't affect me anymore. I wrote a new hour of material. I mean, this vaccine is good.
No, it's great.
Get it. It feels nice.
Joe Rogan's both right and wrong. It doesn't help with disease, but it does make your dick bigger.
I have a 6-pack now. I have abs even that aren't near my abdominal region. Come get
his 6-pack of Miller Lite that he taped to his stomach.
Yeah, I mean, I do have it. You can't say I don't. So get it. Come and you can come see me live. I'll be in damn Charleston. Probably not when this comes out. That'll be but I'll be in Boston at the White Bull doing the Hideout the May 14th and 15th. I'll be at the Madhouse San Diego May 28th and 29th, and the Portland Helium June 2nd through the 6th. Come see me. I'll be vaxxed up. I'll be feeling good and clean. I'll fight you. I will give you a hug. We can thumb wrestle. But I'm just very excited. I'm really.
Which shot did you get?
Ooh, like Pfizer.
Cool. Yeah. So in a few weeks, the reason I was asking is, I kindly asked Caleb, or I asked Caleb, and he kindly agreed. We're gonna do remotely until he's vaccinated, because honestly, I just want to fucking. I don't know. I don't want to go to a park anymore. I just want to meet in a
safe.
fucking. No, they weren't.
A lot of helicopters.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just over it, man. I just want to be in a fucking room together again. You know, sitting against a wall,
have a hot cup of tea.
Yeah, dude, do a tea podcast.
We can sit in comfy chairs and we can make an old fashioned and talk about the moon, and we can read comic books together. We can play ping pong, and it's gonna be good, dude.
I can't fucking wait.
I really remember liking it. I remember
being inside with other human beings that you're friends with is very, God, I miss it. Oh, let me say before, just to wrap up the announcements. Like I said, we do have a Patreon episode up now. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you will get our bonus episodes a day before the podcast comes out every Sunday. The $5 tier, $5 a month, you get audio bonus episodes, one a week. The $10 tier, you get audio and video bonus episodes every week, and all of our patrons get a shout out on this show.
You're damn right. Damn right, you do.
Speaking of that, we have 3 new patrons, which is so fucking cool because literally we're recording this a week before it comes out. We haven't put anything on there yet, and so this is just a perfect place to say we just love you. Thanks so much for your support. And watching and listening and sharing, it all helps. And it just, I don't know. I feel this podcast is so dumb that if you like it, then I know I feel connected to you.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Feels like a virtual sleepover across several states. Like, it's a fun, silly energy. And if you dig it, we love that. And let other people who might dig it know we're starting our own movement of renaming things for no reason, and it's
let's all just be dumbasses across the world.
Yeah, get facts, be dumb, have fun,
fall in love,
and then get a divorce if you want to. And then you know what?
Shout out to Easton Rowe, dude. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon, and shout out to Andrew Richardson. Thank you so much for joining. And shout out to Stephanie Nickel. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon.
Those are all names that sound like a good writer. You know, they all sound like I would see their book in an airport and go, well, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I would go, no. I would say maybe. I'd go, ooh, maybe. My dad said that was good.
It was cool to meet you, though. But I gotta go.
We love you. I hope you like the Patreon stuff, because if you don't, it's our best stuff. It's so much better than this. Like, if you go, ooh, the podcast is dumb. Wait till you hear these Patreons. That's even a whole nother level.
They're real dumb. Honestly, here's the goal with the Patreon. I would love for us to slowly but surely move all our renaming your personal stuff onto the Patreon. We're not going to do that right away because, first of all, money sucks and it's hard to afford anything. And I want, even if you can't afford the Patreon, or if Patreon isn't your thing, I still want to be able to rename your shit. But we're going to, in the Patreon, we're going to be going crazy with renaming people's stuff who are patrons, you know?
Yeah.
And then also other shit. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows what we'll do? There's no rules.
Yeah, man.
We'll do whatever we want. It's going to be fun.
I'm dead. Me too. I fucking died.
Dude. Speaking of that, can't be that bad.
Why is that? I feel like it sucks. I feel like it's bad. You know?
I don't think it would be worse than last year. Like, it won't be worse than living in LA during May. That's as bad as things can be. If death is just like being asleep, then hell yeah, not so bad. Even if it's just that again, I got pretty good at Monopoly during like lockdown, so that can't be that bad.
Oh damn!
Let us know if you've ever died for a few minutes. I know for some reason like 1,000 people have died for 5 minutes. They all write a book and they're like, "I went to hell," and you're like, "What?" And then they get shocked back to life.
Yeah, that's true, dude. There are like literally, like I know what you're talking about. There are a lot of people who have died for a minute and written a book about it.
Yeah, it almost seems like, did you just need to write a book?
Yeah.
Did you really die?
I feel that way
Who's
about
gonna
a
check?
lot of.
Who's going to check? Well, if I go, I died for 10 minutes. Here's my book. Who they're going to call the hospital and go, did he die? How are we going to know? They probably threw the death certificate away when I was breathing again. So I don't believe it. I don't think anybody's dead.
What you just said though is true with literally everything. Like for example, credits. You don't need to have done a TV show to tell people you did.
No.
And I don't lie about that stuff, but you could, and I'll bet people have, and it helped. I'll bet. I'm just saying, if you're listening and you're having trouble in your career, call someone up right now and fucking lie, man, and be like, I'm a really good accountant or whatever, And like, if you're a bad accountant, is this helpful? How tired am I? Am I okay?
Lies are helpful.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be doing it.
Lies are helpful.
Somebody had to be. The first lawyer lied to be. He was like, I'm a lawyer. He wasn't. It was like the year 8. And he was like, I know the law. Like,
wow, that's a good point.
It's all pretend. The first doctor was a huge liar. The first, so a first comedian was probably, I always love those old movies where every comedian was just a criminal distracting an audience. Like it'll be Bob Hope and he's like, hey, folk. And then he does this and then he grabs a bag of money and gets on a train. I think everybody's a liar.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I've never seen that. I said,
but it's something, old movies, it was all, there's a whole genre of old movies where singing and dancing and jokes were all like what a criminal would do to get away with something. They'd just be like distracting the crowd. It's like The Music Man or like every Western. It'd be like, oh, well, what about Hoobity Hoobity? And then they would like jump on a train with some money. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but it sounded good in my head. It sounded like something that's true. But yeah, lie. You gotta tell lies.
I truly, am like completely unfamiliar with that. I don't know what. I mean, I believe you, but I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie before. Oh, I see.
No, I don't know. No, that's an old genre of movie. All those old movies where you could trick a whole town at once because towns only had like 30 to 40 people in them, and they would all just poke their head out of where they lived to listen to you. Just show up in a town. You kill the sheriff, and then you own the town now. That's just it was crazy time.
Movies back then did make it seem like it truly was a simpler time. Like it makes it someone new would come into town and everyone would pop their head out their front door and be like, someone new's here. Oh, and they're selling hats. Well, we should go see if these hats are different than our hats we currently own.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at writing musical lyrics. We should write a verbose musical at some point.
Yes, we should. We will. And our Patreon, you're going to get it first. Patron saints is what we'll call you. Patriot saints. We love you,
dude. Let's rename something that somebody emailed us. Again, it's what the hell is it called at gmail.com. And this, I know this dude. He's here's another thing. Every Sunday we tweet out what we're going to be, the famous shit we're going to be renaming that week. And if you want to participate, just write back to our tweet. He's at Dumb Caleb. I'm at Dave to the Ross. And this guy has participated a lot. His name's Andrew Hillary. We've met in person. He's a comic. Damn, dude. I'm forgetting where you're a fucking comic. I know that you're not in LA. And now I feel fucking bad. I'm an asshole. So
Dave's an asshole.
Call me. Call
Dave. His number is 818.
Asshole. Dude, someone's number is 818 asshole.
I know.
I know. It's mine.
I know it.
Damn, dude, I forgot where you're based out of. And that's fucking lame because we met. And I know you're funny.
The pandemic, I'm bad with names. I'm bad with cities. Yeah. Everybody moved 8 times in the past 2 months. It's a lot of. I don't know where I live ever.
So he wrote and he said, "Hi, Dave. It's Andrew Hillary. Also, Caleb. Hi, I'm Andrew Hillary." See, he's funny. So look, I don't like it when people name inanimate objects. Frankly, I find it silly, but not in a funny way. It's the bad kind of silly. Ironically, though, I'm a big fan of this show, so I've decided to let Jens name my car. I think cars having names is especially stupid, but I just got a new car today, so I'm anticipating someone asking, "Oh, what's your car's name?" And he wrote it in like all different capitalizations of the letters. To make it look like, normally I would say the car doesn't have a name, but I think if instead I told them the name and they asked why it was called that, and I said, well, I wrote into What's It Called with Dave Ross and Caleb Synan, and these guys are pros at naming things, well, that would be enjoyable for me. Anyways, it's a light blue Honda Fit, and although I bought it on 3/11, March 11th, I'm telling you right now, I am not calling this car Amber. And then he just signed it. At the end, he said, "Fuck yeah, dudes. Fuck yeah." Andrew, first of all, thank you.
Love you, man.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, you got a blue Honda Fit. You bought it on 3/11. So your car's name is Andrew's Honda Fit. All right. We're done.
Andrew's Honda Fit. All right. Bye. I was thinking Fuck Bucket would be fun.
Fuck
people
Bucket?
Always go, what's your car name? Fuck Bucket. You could name it George W. Bush. It's always a good name for a car. You could name it. You could name it Truck. That'd be fun. Name your car Truck. Seems like a fun thing to do. Mm-hmm. You could name it Dave Ross.
Ooh,
name it Dave Ross.
You could name it. Man, that's really funny. That's funny. Like we start the way that this show goes is over time. We're just like, you know what? Just call it Caleb. Every week, we're like, you know what? I think that Iron Man 3 should be called Caleb. That's what I think.
So too. But Iron Man 2 is still Iron Man 2. It goes Iron Man 2, Caleb, the Avengers. And then they never say why. I think that's fun. Yeah, everybody should start naming your cars Caleb or Dave. I want that to be a trend in the country. That would be fun. You'd be like, I totaled Caleb.
That's great. All right. How about this? And I mean this, Andrew, especially since your attitude. You know what's funny is that I also agree that a car having a name sucks. And I say that having people in my life I love very dearly who have named their car and the car's name matters to them. Like they call it that all the time. And so, also no judgment, but I have a tough time. Though I think the first car I bought with my own goddamn money, which is, I guess it's every car I've ever gotten. My parents gave me an old car once, but then the rest was like, anyway. I had a tiny black Saturn and I named it Wheels. I thought that was pretty funny. Anything that's on the nose. And so I think Fuck Bucket is good. I think naming it Dave Ross or Caleb Synan is good. I also think since you don't like it having a name, how about this? Let's do this. And Caleb, if you disagree, we'll name it something else. But sort of going off Fuck Bucket. How about if they say, what's your car's name? You immediately say, fuck you. You say it like that. And then they're like, what the fuck, man? And you're like, oh, that's its name. And I have to say it that way. And I didn't pick the name. Dave Ross and Caleb Synan picked it. It's called Fuck You. How about
yeah, but it's loud.
It's loud.
3 exclamation points on it. So
or Fuck Bucket Loud, which one do you prefer, Caleb?
I don't know. Loud fuck you is really funny. That's really funny.
Fuck you. Yeah.
This will start at least one fight, but I think it's worth it for a fun name.
Yeah, I will say, okay. Actually, then let's make some caveats. It's got a few names. You know how when you watch Cats, they say cats have 3 names: the name that cats give them, the name that people give them, and the name that's just for themselves. Well, your car has 3 names. The name that you say when you're not afraid of the person you're talking to. And if you're afraid of the person you're talking to, if say it's a cop or your father or just any grown man, just say the name of it is Just kissy sounds, you know?
Yeah, that's the winner to me, I think. I don't know, man. That one got me. Kissy sounds the car. I love it. Hell yeah. A bunch in a row. Gotta be a bunch in a row.
Not too loud. Not lip smacking, just a little. Oh, buddy. Andrew, thank you so much for writing in. Man. Should we do another email real quick?
Yeah, let's do another one.
It's new. All right. Nick wrote in, and the subject line is "Please name my marriage." Hey, Dave and Caleb. Dave, I wanted to write this email to thank you for being one of my favorite comedians. Okay, first of all, thank you so much. And secondly, I'm glad that you said this with Caleb in the room. Thank you. I had really gotten into your work when I found Suicide Buddies. And I loved how hilarious yet real you are about mental health issues. Thank you so much. He goes on a couple other things about that podcast that are very nice, but I'm not going to read them because it feels a little self-indulgent. The next paragraph is this. Caleb, I'm just now really getting into your work, and before the show, my only exposure to you was through Dave's podcast. Your dumb Southern character you get into is an absolute riot, and it always leaves me wanting more.
Whoa!
This dude is wonderful. Thank you so much for reaching out. And really did just open this not having read it before. I didn't, pick, I'm just saying, I really appreciate all the kindness and you being our fan and writing us. But I feel like had I known this was in there, I wouldn't have read it just because it sort of sounds like now I'm making this episode about how I love myself. So anyway, Nick, thank you. I've been blindsided by your fandom and your sweetness. Thanks.
I'm gonna cry.
The other reason I wanted to send this email is because I need help naming my marriage. I just got married a few months ago, and I think it would feel more real and legitimate if it had a name. For example, I met my wife on a dating app when she was in a quote open marriage she was forced into by her ex-husband. What? Long story short, we instantly became huge supporters in each other's lives, and she decided she didn't want to be with anyone but me. After over 2 years of their ongoing divorce, it got finalized in December, and we got married less than a month after. We've never been happier in our lives than we are with each other, and it would mean a lot if you both were to give my marriage your blessing. Nick. Mm-hmm. Well, that is just the fucking nicest email I've ever read in my goddamn life. Holy shit.
Sounds like a movie. That whole movie happened in that one.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
all right, yeah. Your marriage is called You've Got Mail. You've got married. How about
you got married? Yes, that's it. I'm sorry, that's it. You've got married. Please make this a poster that says "You've got married." We'll send it. That's great. Hell yeah, you've got married.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. You've got married.
Hell yeah, that's how good we are now. We're in the zone. We can rename a marriage like nothing.
And I'll say this: just as we are now aware, everything deserves 3 names. The one that people gave you, the one that cats gave you, and the one you gave yourself. The one that one is for everyone. You've got married, unless you're talking to her ex-husband, and he's like, "What's your marriage's name?" And then you tell him, "Fuck you." That's the name of the, as.
How about my big fat Greek divorce?
Wow. Extremely me and incredibly not you. Dude, where's my husband? Oh man,
dude, where's my dude, where's my love?
Dude, where's my love? Dude, I'm sorry. Y'all, thank you so much for writing in. We do have a backlog of a handful of emails y'all have sent us that I'm very excited to move through over the next few weeks on the regular episodes and then the Patreon. And I just want to know, I skipped over a couple that were a little older than this because y'all sent photos of things along with it. And Caleb and I can't, we're just the way we're doing this. We're not both looking at the photos right now. So we'll do those at a later date. But it's what the hell is it called at gmail.com.
Please.
And what the fuck? What's the big thing we're renaming this week, bruh?
The devil.
The devil. That's right. Caleb grew up worshiping the devil. His dad's a devil worshiper priest, right? He's a devil priest, right? That's it.
David.
No, he's a Satanist. Is this wrong? Is your mom going to be mad at me?
She will, but she'll forgive you.
Okay. For the record, I know that he is a pastor and does not worship the devil. And also, it's very important to me that Caleb's mom likes me and that Caleb's dad likes me and knows I think he's nice.
He is nice.
Am I better now?
You're doing great. Okay. But so the devil is this guy. I think he's a man. Former angel. What an interesting story. So there was no Christian and Jewish lore. The devil, and I believe Mormons as well. The devil's just an angel in heaven, and he was like singing and playing a harp or whatever.
Right.
And then he started to wish he was God.
Yes.
And so he led a rebellion, and then took a bunch of angels from heaven and went to hell. I guess hell was already there. It's weird. Like there was just a hell with no one in it, and the devil was like, And so him and some demons went down there. And I think Lucifer is one of his. I think Lucifer was his original name, he was Lucifer, the head angel or whatever. And then he wished he was God. But it's weird. Like even when he was an angel, if his name was Lucifer, I'd be like, that sounds like the devil. So I would have suspected immediately.
Yes.
But so he pulled a Judas, went to hell with a bunch of demons. So he has like heaven inside information. And he's very jealous, I guess. And I guess Beelzebub and Lucifer, I think those are his real names they're given to him in the Bible. Killer names. Really, Beelzebub is just terrifying. I remember reading it when I was a kid and being like, oh no. And Old Scratch, confirmed. Old Scratch is another one of his names that I think Tom Hanks, not Tom, Huckleberry, Mark Twain.
What? Oh,
Mark Twain. I always mix up Mark Twain and Tom Hanks.
Hold on. You always mix up Mark Twain and Tom Hanks. Damn, dude, that's like the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Well, they got so much in common, but Huckleberry, Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain, Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain, Tom Hanks. It comes out. So the Mark Twain called him Old Scratch and somebody else, but we got to come up with a good. I like Tom Cotton. I think Tom Cotton sounds like that could be another name for the devil, like in Gone with the Wind. It'd be like, old Tom Cotton will take your soul for a box of dimes.
Holy shit, that's so true. Tom Cotton does sound like a name of the devil.
Doesn't it? It's better than Old Scratch, I think.
I was thinking, it's all like there's a lot of red names and just like maybe there aren't. Maybe I just think they're all red, but they're like fire.
Warren Beatty.
I think we should call him Maroon 5. Warren Beatty. Can I tell you? So I Googled names of the devil, and I came up with a list of these are all the names. By the way, also, I realize I have OCD and I have a lot of anxiety. You know that if you've seen me in anything at all before. But I still feel bad about a few minutes ago when I called your dad a devil worshipping priest. Oh,
it's obviously everybody knows my dad's a preacher. He's a very good preacher and a great guy. And it's opposite day.
Here's the thing: is that what I was trying to say is that he's a priest in like the Church of Satan, which would have been an obvious joke, where he's a pastor, who worships Satan. But instead I said he's a devil worshiping priest, which sounds like he's some sort of like insane superhero who fights God.
Right.
Anyway,
well, I'm glad he's not. That wouldn't be cool. I mean, it's not the easiest growing up a preacher's kid, but if your dad is the preacher for the devil, It's going to be hard to make friends,
Yeah, Christians are going to beat your ass.
It's going to be hard to get anybody to spend the night at your house.
Yeah, totally.
Tough.
What's your dad do? Oh, he fights God. Okay, so these are all the names by which Satan is called in the Bible. All of them. Abaddon, which is Hebrew for destruction. He's also called.
That's a scary name.
Abaddon, absolutely, dude. Honestly, any word in any other language scares me. Like any fucking language, dude. In Spanish, la gente, I know that's just people. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Most English scares me too.
By the way, since we're on our naming shit show, this is a total sidetrack, but dude, my favorite name for anything ever. I can't believe I haven't said this before. I used to live in Fresno. And there is a restaurant in Fresno called Tacos, Donuts, Hamburgers, Chinese Food.
What?
And it's a chain. There's 3 or 4 of them.
I mean, the order.
I know.
I mean, so they tried hamburgers, Chinese food, tacos, and donuts, and someone said no.
What?
No.
Weird. No, but they landed on taco, and there's no commas, and there's no the word and. It's just tacos, donuts, hamburgers, Chinese food.
I mean, that's a name.
And what's weird is that it's a muffler shop.
I mean, that's not a bad name for the devil.
Tacos, donuts,
hamburgers, and Chinese food.
Totally.
Not bad. So we got Old Scratch.
He was Abaddon, accuser, adversary, angel of light, angel of the bottomless pit, antichrist, Apollyon, beast, Beelzebub, Belial, deceiver, devil, dragon, enemy, evil one, father of lies, king of the bottomless pit, lawless one, Leviathan, liar, Lucifer, murderer, power of darkness, prince of the power of the air, ruler of the darkness, ruler of this world, serpent of old, son of perdition, fallen star, tempter, thief, wicked one, and this one's weird, Brad Pitt. That's interesting.
Wait, dude, what was the one? Was it Prince of the Power of the Air?
Yeah, I've never heard. Have you read the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah, start to finish.
That one is so, I mean, growing up in the church, that was, you had to.
Yeah, I would have guessed.
Prince of the Power of the Air is like some Lord of the Rings. Like, that is an epic, scary name. Wow.
No shit. What's funny is that Prince of the Power of the Air is what Brent Gill used to go by as a comedian.
Oh, yeah. Brent the Great, Brent of the Power in the Air.
Yeah.
Brent Tater Salad Gill. I think Brent went by... Also, Brent named his cat Pussycat, which...
No way.
The first time you hear it, and I love Pussycat. He's a very sweet little kitty. But you could tell he was named by a 20-year-old Brent who thought about it for 2 seconds and went... and then named it.
Yeah, totally. His name's Shit Boy. Yeah.
That's why you gotta watch YouTube. You can see cute cats that I'm cat sitting for, and they like to jump on the chair.
I don't think I've ever met Pussycat. I like. We're talking about Brent Gill, who's a great comedian. Who's I guess both LA and Denver based. If you're in either, he's going up at both a lot. Yeah, we'll have him on the show too. And he used to go by Brent the Great, which everybody gives him shit for.
Which is serious.
It's the best.
Just like what?
It's so fun. There's a bunch of our friends that have that.
When my first year in comedy, I went by Cedric the Entertainer, and then he flew to Atlanta and kicked the shit out of me and said, "Go by Caleb." And that's just how it went.
Literally, note for note, the exact same thing happened to me, but I went by George Lopez. I was, which was not my name. That was a weird choice that I went by George Lopez. Yeah, and then there was like 2 or 3 years where on stage I asked everybody to introduce me as the Bridgetown Comedy Festival, and nobody liked that. And then Andy Wood beat the shit out of me live on Jeopardy.
Damn.
Did you see that? Andy Wood was in the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions?
That is pretty cool.
So
pretty cool. Hell yeah. So we got Beelzebub. Okay. So it's gonna be hard to beat a lot of these. I mean, Tom Cotton seems fun.
Tom Cotton, I like, dude. I don't really mean to. I feel like I didn't. That one hit me so hard I didn't laugh out loud. Which I feel like wasn't fair, because that one is like I don't think we're gonna beat Tom Cotton. It like really blew me away. Like. Because
dude, doesn't that sound like the name of a boring play you had to see in high school? I don't think we're going to beat Tom Cotton, where you're like, oh,
yes,
I'm already bored during the title.
One of those plays where the stage manager walks out and like with the narrator is the main character, and they walk out and they're like, it was a cold day, and and you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, these fourth graders are about to do a fucking 7-hour play. Fuck, man. And you can see the only person who's enjoying it is the theater director of the elementary school. Yeah. Well, but the reason Tom Cotton is so genius, like I think the thing is that we should brainstorm other names, but that's the one, because Tom Cotton is evil. Right? He's like a conservative senator. Am I remembering who he is?
I'd say he's, I'm not sure if he's chaotic evil or, those charts where it's like neutral evil, neutral good. Yeah, I'm not sure which one he is, but he is a bit of a dickhead. And his name is hilarious. And being from the South, I'm like, please don't go be named that.
I know. Yeah. Well, and he's a Republican. And I don't know. I just feel like my feeling about Republican senators is that they're all the fucking devil. And then to have a name, so I like hate them. They are the embodiment of what's wrong with all. And in a professional setting, in probably the most powerful professional setting that type of sociopath can be. And then he also has that name that suits the devil. Like Mitch McConnell would be a great modern embodiment of the devil.
Yes. Mitch McConnell, but
the name isn't as devilly as Tom Cotton is.
Tom Cotton is so good. And I want to be clear too. I know that there's some a lot of evil. I mean, the Democrat, so like a evil Republican senator is like when I think of an evil Democrat, I think of like a silent fart, and to me,
yes,
a Republican senator is just like you hold me down and fart in my face loud.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's the same thing, but I'm like,
but this one's so much meaner.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, but I'm also like, I hate the sneaky silent fart. And they go, I think that was a Republican. I'm like, you did that. You did that shit. No, it was the dog.
Like, no, I'm completely unhappy with all of them. I'm with you 1,000,000%. Isn't that so funny? How like the older you get, the more you realize, especially in the past 4 years, we've realized that like centrist Democrats, old Democrats, our parents' generations Democrat. My parents are these people. They're like, oh, I can't wait to get back to normal with Biden. And it's no different, except that he's being nice. He's being nice while putting kids in cages and shit. And sure, it's a little better, but it's not better enough. It's
more about you feeling better. Like people voted for Biden so that they could feel good, and nothing really changed. It's just like you did it for yourself. But I mean, hey, what do you got to do? Silent farts are better than loud farts. I'll say it.
I mean, they are also like there is merit to the idea that the face of our government in our country matters a lot. Like Trump being our president made us look like such fucking buffoons that it just like it matters. And there are some things that Biden's trying at that I'll give him, but you know, they're still fucking murdering people and they have racist immigration policies and we're still all completely fucked. And so many people don't have housing. I'm not impressed. I don't think it's that different.
No, it's like it's like Lex Luthor and then his son, and you go, "Ooh, his son has hair," and it's like, "Who gives a fuck?"
Right?
He's still named Luthor at the end. That's almost Lucifer,
right? Totally.
All I know is what I've read in Superman, the death of Superman. That's all I know.
That is the only thing you know. Well, Tom Cotton's great. I wrote down a few others. Another name for the devil is the rascal.
What?
You know? He's a little rascal because I always think about how like Josh Fadem has this great joke about the devil where he's like, in every book you read about the devil, he's just like, ooh, I turned your water into pee. I'm the devil. It's about like when you make a deal with the devil and you're like, I wish for all the money in the world. Well, it's suffocating you. Ooh, I'm the devil.
It's like, are you the Riddler?
Yeah, totally.
I like Tom Takara is one of my favorite bits about the devil. He's like, the devil's such a fucking nerd. He's got a favorite number. Like, why do you like 6 so much, you nerd? And he's like, it's got a whoop-de-whoop and a doopy-doo. That's my favorite number. It's like, well, I'm not afraid of you, you little bit. Favorite number having, little piece of shit.
Tom Takar. God, he's the fucking best, man.
Got a favorite number. It's like, why? And why he wants you to know it, like it's on his MySpace. Like, my favorite number is 666. Come on, in middle school?
Wow. Maybe we should call him Big Hero 6. Damn, Tom Cotton's the one though, dude. That's the shit right there, dude. Oh, I had one more idea, and it's Eric Clapton. Is that?
Yeah, dude, Eric Clapton. Old slow hand. Ooh.
Yeah.
Slow hand sounds like that could be the devil. Old slow hand.
Old slow hand. That's true. I don't know any, like, I wish I knew more Latin words or words in like Aramaic, you know? Because how do you say?
What about Project Veritas?
How do you say douchebag in Aramaic? Can you do English to Aramaic translator? Oh, here we go. Aramaic translation services. Oh, here we go. From damn, you can do anything with the internet. Have you guys tried this internet thing?
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
Internet good.
Yeah, dude. Except Twitter. Twitter's bad, man.
Twitter's bad. The only thing you should do on Twitter is help us name stuff.
Absolutely. Now that stand-up is coming back, I am like over Twitter, dude. I'm so tired of it.
Turns out it was always bad.
Yeah, I know.
Never good. So we got
I'm in this English to Aramaic translator trying to translate douche, and it is still trying to translate it.
Wow. I wonder if they had, I mean,
if
is Aramaic still going, or is that a language they don't do no more?
It's not a language they do anymore. Yeah.
Well, maybe they ended the language before douchebags came out, you know?
Back
then it was just called go outside and rub some dirt in it. And they'd be like, that's what it is. So we got a bunch of suggestions on the tweets for today.
Yeah, dude. We're not gonna beat Tom Cotton.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Let's see. Redhead. How about we call him
Redhead?
The redhead. Yeah. Ginger boy. Darren Carter. How about that?
Darren Carter, the party starter.
The party starter. Okay.
Oh, I like that too.
So, listen, I didn't sorry, I just checked Twitter. I'm like about to pull up the tweets, you know, and someone tweeted at me that they got a notification that said recent tweet from Dave Ross. And the tweet was, what day is it? That's a lot of fun. So listen, we normally, collect the tweets into awards, and I didn't do that this week. Like I said, I've been moving slow, so we're just gonna roll through. We're just
roll through it. I like I really like this one from Cher Allen, ALYN. Extremely red and incredibly horny. I like that.
I think that's gonna win the extremely incredibly award.
That's very fun.
Yeah.
Darth Plato says, dude, where's my entry into the kingdom of heaven?
Oh, that's great. Oh, dude. Yeah. Tom Goss, who's such a funny comic. He said, all caps, God who fucks. Dude. Also, Keith Carey, who has a podcast with Tom. I think called This Is Not a Show. Keith is so funny too. He said Spicy Greg, which I don't.
Spicy Greg's great.
I don't understand what that means, but that's so
I don't know,
funny.
but I like it. Andrew Hillary, dude, where's my hell? I like that.
Hell yeah.
James Fillmore says opposite Jesus. I mean, that's fun.
Nice.
It sounds so not intimidating, but true.
Arlo Weyerhaeuser, who's a comic and friend that we both love so much, they said my ex, and then the laugh and jazz hands that accompanies this joke by Era. That's great.
Oh, I like Ultra Beast and Slow Bro says Horn Lord.
Max Beasley said dumb Santa Claus, which I also don't understand, but makes me laugh.
Apocalypse Review Podcast said King Bad.
Dude, King Bad.
King Bad, so good.
Tabularius AE said hot God. I feel like hot God might be the one.
Oh, that's funny. Baddest bitch in Target said Chet Hanks. And oh man, I saw that White Boy Summer video. White Boy Summer might just be a good name for
White Boy Summer. Oh my God, dude. Red Boy Summer.
Red Boy Summer.
Red Boy Dumber.
Oh man.
It's pretty good.
So many
Red
good
Boy
ones.
Dumber. Pretty funny.
Yeah. Connor Beadle said Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer.
Mike Rosa said mean guy. Mean guy. Oh boy.
Oh wait. Man, yeah, someone said that. This isn't Alexa said Red Boy.
Red Boy.
Those are my favorite ones. That's the fucking Brian Regan. Red Boy. He's a red and he's a boy.
Red Boy.
Tyler Olton says, "Fun Jesus."
Oh,
yeah. He's a Jesus. He's like has sex and he fights. Yeah, Jesus.
Well, that fun's gonna run out when he's tossed into the lake of fire. I love the You ever heard Eddie Griffin's bit where it's like he was just like the devil. People scared of the devil. The devil ain't nothing but a little bitch. It's like one of the funniest premises I ever heard.
Dude, Eddie Griffin's so funny.
The funniest guy in the world. Devil ain't nothing but a little bitch.
Also, at Demirist says dad, and at Shikaba said, I think also said Red Boy or Red.
Red
I can't. Just Red. And then Shambones, Shannon Norman jumped in and said, combine those two and call him Red Dad.
Red Dad.
Dude.
I really like Dimension Dork said, my wife, am I right? I mean, have you met this woman?
Oh man, y'all are the best. Thank you so much for writing in.
Oh man, everyone gets an award this week. These are all fun.
Yeah.
And it's fun to disrespect the devil. He's been sitting here giving people's writer's block and invading Iraq and all kind of stuff you shouldn't happen. The devil's a bad guy and he deserves,
he's mean.
Yeah. He came up with capitalism. What a piece of shit.
Darth Plato says extremely little Nas and incredibly X. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, this one I read. Okay. This one's getting the extremely incredibly award and maybe my favorite for the whole week. At Williams RLR RLL says extremely red and incredibly pissed.
I want to give all the awards out. Everybody gets a Ricky shit, I say.
Yeah.
Thanks for participating. I think this was our most participated one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
This is so fucking fun as always. And I'm especially excited, man, for you to get vaccinated and for us to because we gotta we gotta do that shit that those people do that have podcast videos online where we have a background that it's or whatever.
Nice neon. It looks like it should be in Cracker Barrel, and it says what's it called? And we wear straw hats and capri pants cut off.
And then there's pieces of flair that relate to things we said. There's a wooden sign that says "Eat my shit" or whatever, And then there's a little bobblehead, a little Shaq bobblehead, and we hit the bobble and we say stuff like, "Yeah, wow, this is Shaq approves. Shaq approved that joke."
We We got to get Shaq on here. That's my goal. I want to get big enough that we get Shaq to come on.
Let's rename Shaquille O'Neal next week. How about that?
Hell yeah. Icy Hot. I want to call him Icy Hot.
Tall boy.
Oh, boy. There we go.
We did it. OE40.
Hey, this is the best episode we ever had.
Always is.
Hell yeah.
Great. It's perfect every time. And it's always perfecter.
It's the best show in the world.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening. I'm Dave Ross, and that's Caleb Sinan. I'm at Dave to the Ross on Twitter and Instagram. He's at Dumb Caleb on Instagram, at Caleb Sinan on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a bunch of tour dates coming up very soon. CalebSinan.com for all the tickets and info on that. I got stuff coming up later. I haven't posted links yet, and I'll let you know when I do. And sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/what's-it-called for bonus episodes. And our first bonus episodes just went up. So, yeah.
That's right. You're going to love it. We love you.
And we'll see you next time.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
What's It Called is produced by Hold the Phone Comedy. HoldThePhone.tv. Yeah.